One of us. So very quickly, I'm just going to take us through an introduction to DSN and then our DSN community, and then I will hand over to my esteemed colleague, Tejumola Asanloko and Ajiola Oluwabukumi, who will lead us through this session today, and other esteemed colleagues who are on the call. We will be doing one thing or the other throughout the course of the session today and even throughout the week. So very quickly, we want to say this is the agenda for the session, and we'll just run through them. I will start with the welcome address, which I'm taking now, the congratulation message, then DSN community impact story. We'll have a hands-on session, which will be the live training. We have the Q&A, and then we have special announcement from community, and then closing remark and the photo session. We want to say a very big congratulations to every one of us who qualified and made it to this stage. Let me see the fire emoji, the clap emoji, the thumbs up emoji in the chat, welcoming and appreciating yourself. Congratulations, everyone. It's been an awesome journey. Some of us started with us at the beginner's track, and you know the hurdle you had to pass through: assignment, assessment, and all of that for you to be qualified for the intermediate track. For many of us, we only joined from the intermediate, and you will agree with me that you had to pass our assessment for you to be part of this. So a very big congratulations to each and every one of us. Let me see. Yes, 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 yes. I can see somebody is saying, I'm proud of myself. Yes, Precious, you should be. The boy, yes, I can see it. Yes, yes. I can't find the fire emoji. All right. Yes, I did young, awesome. Idris Atetunji. Yes, it's really, really awesome to be here. Imagine out of over 1,400 participants, you made it to this stage with just a number, maybe less than 100 plus. So it's really an awesome one, and we want to congratulate all of you. And we believe that you will maximize this opportunity. You need to know that many others were denied this opportunity for you to be able to have this chance. We believe you will really maximize it. Now, from the beginner session, these were some of the sites from the beginner session. I don't know if anybody online or on site can cite himself or herself from these images from our beginner's track session. These were images from the beginner's track session. Now, very quickly about DSN. DSN is on a vision and on a mission to raise 1 million AI talents and build AI solutions that improves the quality of life and well-being of 2 billion people in emerging market. You are on this call, or you are part of this training because of this towards the accomplishment of this mission. The only reason you're here, the only reason you're learning, the only reason we're doing this is because you are part of the 1 million AI talent we're raising at DSN. For us at DSN, this is also a call to challenge and a call to rise to each and every one of you. You must make all of these sessions worthwhile, and you must contribute your own quota as well. That is our own mission. So a very brief overview of the DSN community. Now, DSN had been the leader of AI and knowledge democratization in, sorry, a minute, please. So DSN had been the leader of AI and knowledge democratization, and having built Africa's foremost learning and research ecosystem through our growing global presence. That is to say, we have been at the forefront of pushing AI knowledge democratization. Never forget that. Knowledge democratization, making knowledge accessible, AI knowledge accessible to every nook and cranny. We started from Nigeria, now to major part of Africa, and even from many other countries of the world. And to speak to our global footprint, DSN is currently, we have communities in other countries like in Kenya, in Ethiopia, in Uganda, in Niger, in Africa, and even in the US, in the UK. We have communities there to show you that we are actually deliberately spreading across the globe, creating value and fostering the knowledge of AI. DSN released the first artificial intelligence book for elementary learners. This is a beginner's track learning book. This was released for learners in Africa. This is to help learners at the primary level and secondary school level to learn the fundamentals of artificial intelligence and Python programming. We also in DSN also we had strategic partnership with other strategic partners during this digital skill training session, which was to help foster knowledge in AI as well. Then we also, the Inspire Young Girls, we run an event on Inspire Young Girls during the Girl, Child, and AI team. And this is also to let us know that we are very, very deliberate about ensuring that the girl child and everyone we run a very inclusive system, and the intention is to ensure that everyone is positioned and given the opportunity to be able to rise to the highest. We also have a dedicated community for ladies in AI. Again, this is also to drive inclusion. This is to drive inclusion to ensure that everyone is inclusively represented. Everyone is inclusively represented. We also hosted one of Stanford University's core knowledge in design thinking for machine learning during our Ladies for AI event community program in DSN. And she visited from Stanford University and also had to take her Ladies in AI through various sessions on design thinking for machine learning. And these are other images from that session where we had ladies in AI, and we could also see some guys too also dropping into it. But these are other images from that session, helping ladies acquire competencies in design thinking, preparing them effectively to be able to take on the world of AI. Now, we also had top-level engagements during the launch of our maiden event in the northern Nigeria, a big event, the Arewa Ladies for Tech. And then this event was launched. This was a meeting that was held with the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as which was funded by the Google.org Foundation for the Arewa Ladies for Tech event. This event, this is an event that's currently ongoing with a vision of training not less than 5,000 ladies in northern Nigeria in AI competencies. Now you can imagine that. 5,000. Imagine what happens when we can push in 5,000 additional knowledge into the Nigerian economy and even the global economy with skill sets in artificial intelligence. Now, the leadership of DSN also met with the Minister for Digital Economy and based on the program for Arewa Ladies for Tech, which is currently being supported by Google.org, which still speak again and again and again to the value we are creating and the value we are fostering at DSN. And then we've launched the Arewa Ladies for Tech program in Kaduna State in partnership with Google.org. And some of these images you're seeing are images from those learning sessions. In fact, the first quarter has ended and the second quarter is already on its way. We're having ladies in the north who have acquired competencies in AI to speak to our deliberateness towards ensuring that every nook and cranny of not just Nigeria, but also of the globe, we are creating and we are fostering and we're developing knowledge in the field of AI. In collaboration with Microsoft, we organize the AI in every city, both locally and internationally, for learners in various cities across the country last year to acquire competencies in AI. And let me also use this opportunity to say that very soon you need to stay in touch and keep in touch, because very, very soon we will also be kickstarting that for 2024 as well, where there will be free session in every city, every town in Nigeria, so as to ensure that we keep democratizing this knowledge in AI. So these are other images from various locations across Nigeria and in other places as well. DSN also participated at the Indaba Annual AI Conference in Africa, which was held in Ghana. This speaks to our deliberateness towards knowledge and research. And you need to know that in all of these events, we had a number of our papers which was accepted and presented by DSN community members. This is to speak to the excellence of the value that we create and we deliver at DSN. These are sessions from the poster presentation. You can see DSN community members presenting their paper at this foremost African conference. This is to speak again and again to the value for which we create. And then because of our intention, knowing fully well that for us to effectively be able to position, we need not focus only on English language. So we have communities in the Francophone countries, and deliberately we also organize events and programs which are targeted at these communities who are located in various Francophone countries to help them acquire competencies as well in artificial intelligence. Now, our largest community in Francophone Africa, which is in Maradi in Niger Republic, also had their first ever event in November last year. And these are images from that event. These are some of the images from that event to speak to our representation in all of these countries. These are also further images for that event too as well. And then we partner with the Kunok DGI for skills for the acquirement of skills, digital skills in Owerri, Imo States. And these are images. If you look at the image on the screen, you will discover that these are representative of both young and the old across all spectrum. We had sessions for kids, we had sessions for undergraduate, and we also had sessions for professional in last year when we had this event, and the focus as well was on machine learning and Power BI. Also, because of our focus on ensuring that we also build skill sets across the professional spectrum, we had an 8 weeks masterclass session for targeted basically 100% at teachers across Nigeria. This event, we had teachers join from other countries in Africa and even in other countries like the UK and Ireland. We had teachers join for this masterclass session. It was 8 weeks, for good 8 weeks, teaching educators how to leverage generative AI for effective teaching and learning in the classroom. This ran between between October and November, December last year. And these are some of the images. You can see some of the images of what the teachers were able to create after just imagining learning for 1 hour or just 1 hour. And at the end of 1 hour, teachers were already creating amazing images that they could use to drive teaching and learning in the classroom. So we've also partnered with other organizations like the NIDO to train over 200 youth with job readiness skills in Jos Plateau State, speaking again and again to our deliberateness and our effectiveness in delivering effective training across the country, across the globe, and then partnership with organizations, institutions, and other divide. We introduced our Telegram hour, which is always just an hour in which we have a one-on-one knowledge exchange sessions with tutors where they handle critical topic areas of interest via our Telegram group. I want to believe that all of us on this link or on this call, either you are on site or online. I can see we have already around 107 participants online already. Whether you're online or on site, I want to believe that you're part of our Telegram community. If you're not there, my colleagues will be sharing links in chat. You could also click on those links to join. We'll always have this, what we call Telegram Hour, which runs more or less monthly for this acquisition of this knowledge skill set. And I did our awesome bootcamp event that we will always have every year. Last year event was also awesome, where we had expert speakers, fully funded bootcamp event, AI immersive, 5 full days, 6 full days of learning, back to back, morning to evening, where we have the best of the best from all over the world come speak to come speak to the attendees, the participants at the boot camp, helping them acquire competencies and skill sets at what in artificial intelligence. And you can see we had over 30 speakers, and these are some of the images that came out of last year boot camp. And then these were some of our winners. We awarded over 10 participants with various categories of prizes. We had Mr. Agoridi, Mrs. Agoridi, Best Poster, and many other awards were given. You don't want to miss that of this year. Definitely part of what we're doing with this AI every day is to graduate us towards the boot camp. I want to believe all of us will be part of those hackathons and you will make the most of this experience. So 2023 at Data Science Nigeria, a showcase of our global impact and recommendable recognition. So DSN won the AOT 5.0 award in the AI machine learning category in December last year. In December last year. I want to see the claps, the fire emojis, the thumbs up for DSN. This is to tell you that this is to tell each and every one of us that we mean what we say and we say what we mean. At DSN, we deliver value. We don't deliver anything less than value. Yes, I can see the claps. Thank you, Musa. Thank you. Thank you, Abiba. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can see it. I got a favor. Yes, I can see the fire emoji. Omo Dolakbo. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Aminu. Thank you. Goodness, Chinaza, thank you. Yes. So this was an award we won in November last year, speaking to our global impact. Also, DSN have been mentioned in at least 14,706 times in just academia.edu platform only. You know what it means? On just only one platform, DSN had been mentioned at least 14,706 times, including 51 highly cited papers, which are available on that platform. This is to speak to the fact that we're not just only knowledge, you cannot foster knowledge without research. And that is one of the reasons why we are very, very effective at research. And then at the Indabahex held in Nigeria, we also secured the topmost position, which was held at the Thomas Adewumi University in Kwara State, where back-to-back for like 3 years now, DSN have been winning the highest award for paper presentation and awesome performances at that event. So again and again, this speaks to the value of what we do. So these are other snapshots for that event, and you can see our community lead in the person of David Akonji in one of those images, doing what we know how to do best, delivering value at every step of the way. And then we also hosted our first AI startup event at the Deep Learning Indaba conference. And you can see in that image, you could also see our CEO and lead mentor who is in that session, creating value, fostering value, and helping others acquire knowledge and value. This is what we do at DSN, and you being part of this is a journey towards greatness. So we also recently hosted visitors at our various in our AI lab, sorry, excuse me, at our AI hub, partners from various countries coming around to meet with us to discuss, and this value we create or this value they bring, let me also say, are values that we make available to you, our community members. These are the values we make available for you, and it's one of the reasons why you must stay with DSN, you must remain with DSN to continue to get value via our community and the various events we did. This is also in speaking to a responsible AI, the CSR event, and this is DSN also taking a position for ethical AI. Ethical AI is very important in partnership with Meta. We also held events on ethical AI across various countries in Senegal and Kenya and Nigeria, again and again and again, speaking to footprints, global footprints across the globe, across the African spectrum. These are some of our products. These are some of the products that we've launched as well in DSN, the prescribed right in the health sector, macro tutor in the education sector for acquiring learners. So if you're here, perhaps you teach in a school, someone owns a school and they're interested in, they want to start teaching coding and programming in their school, reach out to us. That is what we do with Macro Tutor, helping everyone at every level acquire knowledge in AI. And there's Spot On, which is a special product for businesses. So, sorry a minute, please. I think I have to stop sharing here. And then I will hand over to my colleague. I'll hand over to my colleague, Tejumola Asanloko, and Ajeola Bokumi to pick up from here. Thank you so much. Hello, Tejumola, confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you very much, Matayo, for that awesome presentation of Data Science Nigeria. It is very important for us to let you know what we have done because we're in this journey together. Please confirm you can hear me those online. Can you confirm you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, so we're in this journey together because with our vision to raise a million AI talents, we cannot do it alone. So we need to raise armies that will train other armies. We need to make sure that the cycle of belovedness continues. And that is why you need to know what we have done in the past, so that you can also, key yourself into this vision and then continue with the vision. And that's why it's very important. Also, sharing our achievements with you, we also, um, is also to make you understand that it is important for you to know that there are some, milestones that we have, and those milestones are testaments that you can also want be part of it and do greater work. So you're welcome, and I'm very glad to start AI, this intermediate stage again for Python for data science. We started the beginners class January, where we do Python, how to the language, because that you cannot communicate with the machine without understanding the language of machine. And we started to use Python to what to communicate with our machines. We also discovered that we came to the conclusion that data is very important, and we generate data every day on a daily basis. And because of that, it is very important for us to analyze data. And because we are predictable, human beings are predictable. Okay, so when you have the data about a particular thing or process, you can, to an extent, predict. And because this is large, we have large data at the moment, we cannot just use our intellect to just start predicting, because it's a large volume of data that we'll be working on. And that's why we need to employ a machine to do that for us. And we first learned the language of the machine. And then now what we'll be doing is we're going to be learning how we can instruct machines to what? To analyze those data for us. And those that started with us, the first stage, the beginner stage. Okay, so now that started with us, the first stage, I'm sure you now understand the language very well, especially with the buffer that we give, I mean, the support that we give on data camp. I'm very sure that we can boldly say we are, what do you call, we are Pythonistas. Yes. Okay. Okay. If you have someone who agrees with me, those that joined the first stage and have been learning on data camp, and you agree with me that you can call yourself a Pythonista. I'm not started sharing my screen. You can agree with me that you're now a Pythonista. Just if you're on the chat, if you're on the Zoom call, you can just drop an emoji to show that yes, I am sure that I can now use Python very well. at least to an extent. No, yeah, okay. If you pay a favor, why are you laughing? Yeah, good. Yes, you have people who are confident of themselves that to an extent, and that is just our joy that you have learned, and to an extent you have mastered Python. And now what we're doing is we'll be using Python programming language to bring out insights from data, and that has always been our what? Our goal. Now, let me quickly share with us some class rules and assign. Okay, so let me just do that from here, and then after that, we are going to move to the next to the hands-on section. So I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, so um, I want you to confirm if you can see my screen. I'm sure those online. Okay, let me just finish. Okay, let me just this. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm very sure you can see my screen now. Those online, please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay, so thank you. So these are the class rules. Okay, the first one is we, the participants, are required to maintain utmost respect for everyone in all interactions on this program, whether online or distance. No form of harassment will be tolerated. Okay, so for those that are outside, uh, in case of a fire, please proceed to the fire exit. You can see them here and there. So we have the fire exit there, but there won't be fire because we know that there won't be fire. Okay, good. So attendance at live sections is compulsory, very, very compulsory. Don't forget our 80% attendance is very, very important. Don't forget that previously we started with about 900 persons, but because some did not fill the attendance, some paid to submit their assessment. It was reduced to around 100, from 900 to 100. So please, please, and please, you don't want us to miss out. So please, I want you to see the attendance. It is very, very compulsory. I don't think is required. In case you will not be available out for any session, kindly send an email, a correspondence that you will not be available. Then we can note it. But if you just abscond, then it's going to be content against you. Okay, good. So um, this is what we need to do. Those on digital camp have joined digital camp. They have completed those on digital camp that have not yet completed their what's it now? Their assessments. It's very important for you to complete. They don't forget that today is the last day, today is 26th. So complete the form will be shared with you where you'll be sharing your progress, especially your certificate. So that was it. We have some people who have sent a mail that they will be for some reasons. Okay, those ones they are pardonable. But if you have not sent a mail, you have not told us that you're not able to finish, and you are not submitting your certificate, that might raise a concern. Okay, good. Now to the hands-on section. Okay, to the hands-on section. So let me just stop this slide and let me share another slide. And let me just. Okay, so those online, please confirm you can see my screen. Can you confirm you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. We can see your
Okay.
screen. Right, thank
Okay,
you.
good. Okay, good. Okay, so I welcome you once again to the data science stream of the introduction at the intermediate stage of the data science, the free data science and data analytics class training organized by Data Science Nigeria. Uh, and I'm very sure that this program is going to propel your career in data science and data analytics. So data analytics class will be coming after this by one. And why what we're having now is the data science, but with machine learning. Okay, good. So this is what the course outline looks like, as you can see on the screen. Data science which we've done. I'm going to be introducing you to artificial intelligence and machine learning concepts. And then tomorrow, yeah, you'll be introduced to some Python libraries, pandas, NumPy. I'm sure some of us are familiar with it, especially those from the first quad. But we can't just assume that you know it, so we need to also work because that's important that together what we use for our exploratory data analysis. Okay, good. So also, the third day will be on data processing and visualization, Python. The fourth will be on supervised learning algorithm. And there's going to be a guided class project on supervised learning algorithm. And then the five will be on unsupervised learning algorithm. And after that, there's going to be an hackathon on Zindi. And that's going to be our assessment for this training. There's going to be an hackathon on Zindi. Are we all familiar with Zindi? Okay, good. That's why you're in this training. So that I can be familiar with some platform where data scientists collaborate to solve problems. So Zindi is one of them, and we also have Kaggle. Kaggle is also a platform where data scientists come together to solve different problems. So I'm going to be introducing you to as these platforms as time goes on. So for this section, I'm not going to be the only one that will be taking the session. So I will also be joined by my colleagues, yeah, that will be taking the session. I would like to introduce them to us. And the first person that will introduce it, I will take tomorrow and next tomorrow's class. That's my colleague Oluwatobiloba. So Oluwatobiloba, can you just raise your hand so that you can see her? Can you please give her a round of applause? Those online, can you just give Oluwatobiloba a round of applause? Yeah, so she's the one that's going to be taking the classes with me, and also Ewezu. Okay, please, Ewezu, can you just we are bright guys that will bring justice to all of these topics, and it's going to be very, very interesting. You know, I promise. You can just after this class, we are going to get a lot of testimonies. Okay, good. So now let's move to the agenda. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to do what's artificial intelligence, the difference between ML, DL. Okay, AI is artificial intelligence, ML is machine learning, YDL is deep learning. Okay, well, types of ML, and I'm going to be looking at the applications of ML. So, application of machine learning. So, before I move to the next line, let me ask those online and those online, what to you, what's artificial intelligence? And don't forget that I don't like complex answer. Just be simple. What's artificial intelligence? Simple. What is artificial intelligence? So, who wants to go first? Those online, are you going first? Okay, so you can just drop it in the chat. Let me see. Let me see the chart. What is artificial intelligence to you? You know, you are just hearing the word artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? You know? Okay, good. So I want to, and nobody's talking AI Okay, good. Actually, and okay, Newton. Okay, Newton Tochi said AI is giving machine ability to reason. AI is giving machine ability to reason, ability to think. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, Omodolapo said the use of machine to do human tasks in a faster and more accurate way. Good. AI is the act of being creating intelligence or we creating intelligence in the machine. Wow, simple. And straight machine mimicking human behavior. Good, also. I think AI is machine that perform like human do. Okay, ability to wow, awesome, awesome. Please separate yourself. These are awesome responses from the chat. From all sides. You just tell me what artificial intelligence is. Simple, in simple language. Artificial intelligence is this. Good. Okay, so who's going? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you for saving that. Huh? Trying to what? Yes, come and introduce yourself. Just move closer to the I want you to move closer to how to mic. Okay, good.
Hi everyone, my name is Wow, and to me, AI is the simulation of human-like intelligence.
Wow, awesome. Good. Thank you very much, Lawa. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. Want to simulate human behavior, human intelligence. Okay, good. Who wants to another person? Okay, balance. That's okay. Can you just introduce yourself? Hello, hello, you're the one. Yes. Okay, so just introduce yourself and just tell me what do you think matters. You cannot be wrong. Yeah, yeah, because there's no. I'm not marking against any standard here. Yeah. Okay. Good morning. We can hear you. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good. So that's it. We have all given justice to that. So let me move to what I have on the screen. My slide. Yeah. Okay. It's only Lawa that is being highlighted. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so let me just see. Let me just remove uh low background. Good. Okay, good. So that everybody can be instant. Good. Okay, good. So that's what this place looks like. Goes online. Can you see the video? Good. So now, so this is what people think when they hear the term artificial intelligence. So when you hear the term artificial intelligence, what comes to their mind is what? The robots, right? The robots working like human. Yeah, but uh, in simple terms, artificial intelligence is just, we have artificial, what are other artificial things that we have? We have artificial what? We have artificial brain, right? The intelligence created by humans, right? Are you getting it? So this is a kind of intelligence, a kind of reasoning ability to mimic the way humans mimic the real natural intelligence. So we want to give machine the ability to think, ability to behave like human. And before they can do that, to multitask. And before they can do that, we also need to mimic some other. So we need to mimic something that looks like a brain. We need to mimic something that looks like the eyes, because the eyes has to, biology. Those of us that do biology know that everything is connected to the brain. What you see, it goes to the brain, it's been interpreted there before you can say, oh, this is this thing or this is that thing. When we talk to that, that's referring to something like computer vision now. You know, you identify the object detection. So how do you know that this is a cat? How did you know that this is a dog? And then, That's what artificial intelligence. Want to give machine the ability to what think, I mean, to make effective decision, and then it's man-made. It's not natural. It's what is man-made. And I've given a lot of definition that suffices already. Good. So this is AI. AI, artificial intelligence, a technique which enables machine to mimic human behavior. Now, before I move to the next screen, if you hear AI, ML, and deep learning, what comes to your mind? Some of us are we not always confused. What is AI? What is the ML again? Which one is deep learning again? Why are we complicating issue? Let's just know the one that we are doing. So, what comes to your mind when you hear, oh, AI? So I'm okay. I'm into AI. Someone say I'm a machine learning engineer. I'm a machine learning scientist. And say, oh, I'm doing deep learning. Deep learning is deep learning that I'm doing. Okay, so what comes to your mind when you hear those words? So don't answer me. Just be thinking in your mind. Yeah, when I hear this, what comes to my mind? So now, artificial intelligence is a broader. What was it now? That's the the large umbrella, and then a subset of artificial intelligence is machine learning. And now, what is machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of the AI techniques which use statistical methods machine to improve experience. Machine learning is just like the name goes, machine learning. So we are training machine. We want the machine to learn. Are you getting it? So that's just it. So we give data to machine, they learn patterns from it, and with those patterns that they have learned, they give us our desired result, desired output. Okay, good. And what is deep learning? Now, deep learning is also a subset of machine learning, which makes computation of multi-layer network visible. So AI is the umbrella, the largest umbrella. Then under AI, we have the what? Okay, universal set, good. Why machine learning is a subset, and deep learning is a subset of machine learning. So it uses neural networks. These neural networks are they actually it's a mimic of the neurons and all of those parts of the brain. Good. So let's move to the next slide. So uh, looking at this picture, what comes to your mind? These are our data. Don't forget that data is very important. What we train machine with is what? Is data. So we start with data, and then we train the machine in the training where the computing takes place, and then we build a model, and then the model predicts the outcome. Okay, the code is what it predicts the outcome. So what is the difference between explicit programming and machine learning? What does it mean? Explicit programming and machine learning. Do you understand what it means? What explicit programming means? Okay. Lawal, what's up? Okay, Lawal, you can say something. Okay, that's good. That was awesome. So Rashid, you can just drop your comment in the chat so that we can, you can't hear. Oh, okay, so sorry. Why can't you hear him? So sorry for that. So Rashid, you can just drop your comment in the chat. So what Lawal just said is that explicit learning is the normal one that we're used to, where we can use different programming language to instruct machines on what to do and the outcome. Instruct on the action, the triggers, and the operation. So we are the one that is doing everything. If the color is green, if I wrote green, then bring out the color is green. So you have was written it from A to Z, both the input and the output you determine. Okay, while machine learning is that you give a data set to your machine, it learns pattern from it, a model is built, and then what? It uses the model built to what? To predict an outcome. Okay, good. So that's what it means there. So from data, you train your machine, from training of the machine to building a model, and from building a model to predicting the outcome. So why we have a model? Maybe I'm going to talk about that in the subsequent classes. Okay, good. Rashid said, while ML works on patterns of data, yeah, is yet to complete that. Good. Now, let's move to the next slide. So, machine learning definitions. So, these are some, what is it now? Some important definitions that we need to get. Gideon, can you help me with the mic? I need to move from this place so that. Thank you. So now, there are definitions. Algorithm great. Okay, so how was to let so the pattern scan the algorithm very well so that I can know that was a particular task. Different algorithm and different purposes. Yeah, algorithm that we use for MBA, what's MBA? MBA is market analysis. That one for analyzing for different kinds of so the query that you do is biases behind every algorithm so that you can use it appropriately, technical appropriately. So if you look at some algorithm in this class, make algorithm algorithm and you have to set the class different so there are actually common relation. Why you need to all of those so these are the so a model is made by machine learning. So now when you get one model, why you want one model? So that I will be... Oh, you can't hear me. Hello, so sorry. So can you hear me now? Okay, wow. Oh, I thought with the mic you should be able to hear me clearly. Okay, good. So now I just explained what algorithm is. Algorithm is a set of rules and statistical techniques used to learn patterns from data. So algorithm is just like a brain that we give to a computer to learn with. So the kind of algorithm that you are using, we determine your output, and also your tax also determine the kind of algorithm that you should use. So you need to understand different algorithms so that you can be able to choose. You'll be able to choose the one that fits, a particular task, because they all have their own different biases. Okay, and then what's the model? A model by using the machine learning algorithm. Okay, so I now ask a question that what to you when you hear one model, what comes to your mind? Someone said a prototype, and in my mind, I'm thinking a walkway. So those models now that used to that put on clothes and then runway. Okay, sorry, but they do walk, they don't run. Okay, good. Okay, good. No, runway model. So that's just what it is. You put it on to fit themselves so that you can believe it will fit you. Are you getting it? So the data set must have been fit into a model so that when subsequent data sets uses that model, it also fits. So that's just it. That's what the model is like. Also, model we can just say model is from the word mode. Bricks use modes, right? There's already a mode. Just put the data set. There's something like the data set. The cement and the sand. Just put it. Same thing. The pattern has been learned. I get it. Mode. Now, when you now put the new set of data, you have so simple. Should I repeat myself? Or those online you understand? It's very difficult to like. So I want to understand you understand what algorithm is and what the model is. Or do you want me to repeat myself? I should come again. Okay, Olusegun said I should come again. Another person? Okay, I should come again. Good. Okay, good. Let me do it again. I think I need to just drop this mic. Okay, good. So, algorithm is a set of rules. Okay, just a minute. Okay, good. Let me continue. So, algorithm is a set of rules that and statistical techniques used to learn patterns of data. So it is the algorithm that will help you to learn pattern, that will help the machine to learn pattern. So we cannot just give a computer, that is the intelligence. Let me just use that word. That is the brain. Algorithm looks like the brain that the computer uses to learn pattern. And there are different algorithms suitable for different tasks. So I've mentioned different tasks, like I mentioned MBA, that's market basket analysis. There's an algorithm for that. There's an algorithm for supervised learning. There's an algorithm for unsupervised learning. There's an algorithm for anomaly detection. There are different algorithms based, on different tasks. So we also is our responsibility as machine learning scientists, machine learning engineers to understand this algorithm so that we can know the algorithm that actually fits, a particular task. Because this algorithm, they have their biases. Are you getting it? They have their bias. They have the way they think. Let me use the word think. They have the way they are, their pattern. Some are linear, some are not linear. Are you getting it? So that is why it is important for you to understand. So that if you have a linear data set, that there is a linear relationship between your features, if I'm not talking too much. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Because we are still at the beginning. So I don't want us to be using too much of technical terms. Are you getting it? Okay, so that you can understand if there's if there's a linear correlation between a relationship between your future and your target, then you know that you something linear. Algorithm that thinks linearly. That will fit perfectly. Are you getting it? Okay, good. So that's what algorithm is. Now, and what's the model? Model from those on site, someone said model is a prototype. Okay, good. And then I said that we should just not use big words. We should just look at our models. Those I used the word walkway, but they said that's a wrong way. But they walk on the wrong way. They should have been running there. But that's just in the lifetime. So good. So on the wrong way, you know that there are some models there, right? And they put to fit themselves so that you can believe that it will also fit you. Are you getting it? So that's just it. That's just what we also do here. You know, we already have our data set and we have and then we have used new data set comes, it also are you getting it? And then we have what we have our own output. I also gave another example of how bricks are being made. You know, bricks, you know, we have a data set. We bring our new data set, which is our what? Our mortar, the sand, the cement, the mixture, then we pour it into and give us what it's the same. You know, that's just what we are also doing with machine learning. It's so simple. That's the process. What you are doing is that, oh, you have this data set. You have trained your machine. Oh, you have created a pattern, a model. So that when it comes in, it can feed it, listen to it, and give us an answer based on what I'm. Okay, are we together? So thank you very much for that. Because, okay, okay, good. So, those online didn't understand. Chidebere said yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. So let's move to the next uh, definition, and that is predictor variable. So predictor variable is a feature or features of data that can be used to predict the output. So let me give you an example. I want to. Okay. Okay. Let's take an example of a. I want to predict loan default. Will this person default or will not default? Okay. So what are those things? What are those characteristics in human being that you say, this person, if you borrow this person money, he will not pay back. Features that you think I can use to determine that that this person will not pay or this person will pay. Now let me give you an example of what a feature can be. A feature can be like the let's use age. Can we say that the age of a person can determine whether someone will pay back or will not pay back? It's not, right? Are you sure? Are you a machine? Okay. Okay. Now there are some silent indicators that we don't know. That's why we use machine. Because you don't know that it matters. But when you now analyze, you don't know that older generation, they are more faithful than us coming. I be like, oh, those people they pay, they know, they trust their word, they promise, I will pay, and they pay. For some, they will pay. Yeah, it's a scam. In your mind, that is how you pay. In your mind, you know it's you are not paying. Are you getting it? Can age also be? Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying huh? Perhaps, yeah, perhaps, maybe. Now, other predictors like your salary. Are you working? You're not working. If someone that is working will have more chance to pay back. He has more ability to pay back than someone who is not working and is praying that something will happen one day. Are you getting it? So that can be a feature. How that can be a predictor is someone wants to know if well we pay back or we not pay back. Is what else? Maybe let's know if someone out of debt history, credit history, if the person owing NEPA, are you getting it? If this person is owing electricity bill, I'm very sure that this person will also owe you. Not pay back because that has been what that has been derived. No, that is called No, human beings are what we are very, very predictable. We are very predictable. We are very predictable. Very, very predictable. So those are what the predictors. Those features, those characteristics that points to what a target. You know, for example, now, let me use another case study. Okay, what case study is coming to your head? Huh? Gender. Okay, what you know, that's a picture. Picture of what to know if gender, if females will default than male. Okay, females will even pay. It's not obvious. Okay. Let us do gender. But no, with machine we can know. And yeah, we can actually know. Yeah, we can know by just analyzing. These are those that are paid, these are those that are not paid. Let's know their gender. Oh, 60% male reported, 40% female reported. Then we know that that we'll be giving more roles to more females than because maybe female cannot use what is called this phrase that used to, just blow your face, they just forget it. No, females are emotional. I mean, they come and carry me tomorrow and they will clip me. Something like that. Something like that. That's just it. So let's take another case study. I want somebody online to give me another case study, and then we now, generate the predictors. I want somebody online. Okay, Laura, thank you. But let's take someone online to do that for us. Thank you. Okay. Okay, sex of a board, the credit is good. So I want a case study from someone online. The fourth person to drop a case study. So we just keep generating the predictors and then we move on. Before the count of 3, 1, 2. Okay. If a particular team will win a match, wow. For example, Nigeria was Cote d'Ivoire. So what are the predictors? So let's quickly look at the predictors. Okay, lung cancer. Okay, let's take the first one. Let's generate the predictors. So we have picked the first one, which is want to predict if a team will win a match. So what can be the predictor of a team winning a match? Huh? Their past? Huh? Their head to head. Good. The head to head. Okay, head to head means that team and your team, the last time they played, the past, okay, good. The past performances. Home advantage. Yes, those are predictors. Huh? Injuries. Wow. Yeah, but the females are not talking. Is it that I don't watch football? The teamwork, the quality of the players, their skills, pass accuracies. Wow, a lot of predictors. Do you know we can have thousands of predictors? Yes, we can have thousands of predictors. And then, okay, good. So, because of the females, I know that females were not contributing very well to that one. Don't watch football. Okay, good. So let me see. Let me take another. So, the attendance has been dropped. It will be dropped every 15 minutes, so that you can be, you can always. There won't be any excuse that you not feed the attendance. So, for those online, those are physical. You have already feed the attendance, so you don't need to bother with the attendance online. And don't forget that attendance is 80%. That's the required attendance. Without it, if it's not up to 80, then may not be considered for the next stage, because there's a next stage, and the next stage is going to be more specialized, for the natural language processing, the spatial, computer vision, and also research. Because at GSN we are keen to research. And so probably there's going to be a research section where you'll be exposed to research writing. And if you are in love with geospatial, go to geospatial. You know what geospatial is, right? Okay, that when the time comes, we know what geospatial is. It's very interesting, field where you analyze location. When I talk about geospatial, that's talk about location, space. Geospatial. So that's just it. Talk about location. So you analyze location, bring insights from location, analyze satellite imagery, and all of those vision data sets. So it's all very interesting. And natural language processing, you know what it is, right? ChatGPT, guys. Cool. Good. Good. Let's continue. Okay, good. So let's quickly look at another. Okay, lung cancers. So, what are the predictors of the lung cancer? Of lung cancer? Smoking. Wow, smoking. Okay, what again? Huh? Hereditary. Okay, are you medical? Okay, good. Physician. Okay, no problem. Okay, hereditary. What else? Quality of air in the environment. Okay, so it determines lung cancer. Good, 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 good. So that's it. So now let's move to the next one, the response variable. What is response variable? So the response variable is the future or the output variable. It needs to be predicted by using the predictor variable. So that's our output. That's what we want to predict, with the person default. So that is what yes or no. That's the output. That's our target. We also call it target, or we call it label. So that's when it's supervised label or our targets. That's our target, that's our output, that's our rest. So that's what, for example, now for this long cancer case study, is um it is whether it will be what the person will have or not. So that's our what predict our response variable. I getting it? So that's just it. So and for the match, is that whether we win or whether the team or draw. Okay, second thing, win, lose or draw. So you can just so the training data. What's the training data? The machine learning model is built using the training data. So the training data is the data set that you use to train your data. I getting it. For example, we can say the training data is for the runway case study is the shirt or the dress that the model wore. Are you getting it? Or the manicure. Yes, that's what we use to train the model, to train the algorithm. Are you getting it? So that is the set of data sets that I used to train. When if you look at this, our 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 illustration in this image, that's what this data set that we used to train before this model was built. Because this model was built on the data set that was used to train this machine. So we now have what data from training data set. So, online, and hello, you understand what I mean? Everybody online, please confirm we are on the same page. Yes, and the Balogun, the attendance slip will be dropped. To be dropped. Yes, okay, good, good, good. So what is the test data? The test data is to test the machines have learned or not. Because if you just assume that your machine has learned, especially on there are different cases, important cases like that, it has not learned. That can be creative. For example, now someone that does not have lung cancer, that predicts that it has lung cancer. So that can cause a trauma and the person can go and commit suicide. Are you getting it? Yes. And so that's why it is very, very, you need to test. You need to tell us that what is the accuracy, what is the error, what is the error. Number one is the more the data set, most of the time, the better. Your data sets, if it's clean, better. Also, there are also other tests that you carry on to. Even if your predictor is able, well, because if you have predictors that cannot, there are cases like that especially even during academic seminar researches, I want to take a survey, survey, and the question are not actually answer your objective. It happens. So, I have seen some cases like that. That the question I was asked cannot answer. So the data collected cannot give us the desired one. So we also need to be very, very sure and know that your training data set is sufficient. The quality can give us our response, our response what variable and give us what we want, our output and desired output. So the size also matters. The more, better. Hmm? The more, the better. I mean, the more observation, better. Are you getting it? The more observation, better. Good. So, okay, guys. So, can I move to the next slide? So now, machine learning processes. Okay. So it's very simple, as you can see on the screen. The first thing is know what you want. Okay? The task is you want to know if this thing will win, lose, or draw. Objective. So with the objective, you now go further. What are those data sets? What are those predictors that I need? That comes to data gathering. What are those data sets that I need that can answer my question, my objective? Are you getting it? And then after that, you will now prepare the data because data comes dirty. And that's why there's a whole day of data processing and visualization. Because the major work is in processing, making sure that this data is fitting to fit. Are you getting it? This data is ready to do what we want it to do. Okay, good. And then after preparing your data, then you need to understand your data exploration. Data exploration. Exploration, you know what it means, right? Want to explore, want to know your data more, want to get familiar with your data. It is very important because this will also determine your algorithm. When you know that, oh, this data is key, then you need to know what to do to make it as key. Are you getting it? If you know that this data is biased, ladies who favor ladies, you need to understand how to now balance it, imbalance data, now make it balance. Oh, this data, there's going to be there are a lot of dimensions here, cost dimension. And, you need to be able to select this feature is important, this one is important, this one, the serial number is not important. You remove it. Are you getting it? This is very, very important. So they look alike. You can remove one and use the other. Are you getting it? So it is very, very important. So you need to explore your data. You need to know your data. And that is what we call data exploration. Knowing your data. What does your data look like? How many rows? What are the data types? Oh, do I have missing data? How do I see those missing data? Okay, do I remove the entire row? These are where you make some critical decisions. Do I remove the entire row and fill it with the new? Are you getting it? Or, okay, for example, now, you have a feature that has gender. Are you getting it? And then in Nigeria, I'm using Nigeria data set. Okay, good. That has gender, and gender is male, right? Okay, good. And now, you now have another feature, that talks about Mrs. and Mr. title. And then there's a place, there's a column, there's a cell that is missing gender. You don't know whether it's female or male. It's missing. But you know that it's Mr. You now finish with female. No. You already know that a Mr. is a male, is a male. So you just feel with male. In that circumstance, you're not just feeling with me. You're not feeling with mode. You are feeling with respect to your knowledge of the data set based on another variable. That's the data set. And that's why you need to understand your data very, very well. That's data exploration. It's very beautiful work exercise. And it takes a lot of time. Preparing data, it takes a lot of time. Training data, moving will not take as much time, especially at this level. There are some model building, the LLMs that takes a lot. And even compared to the preparation of that same data set, you know that the gap is too wide. So what takes a lot of time is from your data gathering, data sharing, and data exploration. That's what data scientists do. Because there are lots of auto ML solutions that just and they will just run it against different algorithms at the same time, and you pick the best and just say, oh, that's just it. I get me, but you need to sit down to make sure that your data is so that it can give you the best result. And that's what data exploration does. That's what we do. And then after data exploration, after explore your data, understand your data, now we now move to building a model. Now build your model, that move, so that it can be ready for new data sets to come in. And then now we now do evaluation, model evaluation. How do we evaluate our model? Want to know there are different evaluation metrics. I get it for different tasks, different evaluation metrics for different tasks. Okay, we are going to go into that. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, I just going to be enjoying ourselves. I'm going to be very hands-on. They are submitting your notes as usual, and then we are joining the hackathon. After this, we are going to be running an hackathon, and then it's those that join and that we that's our assessment hackathon. So we are just, our aim for this training is that as you are learning, you are building your portfolio. All those notes that you have created in the class, please put it in your GitHub. Are you with me? Those notes, those assessments, everything. If you have it, if you downloaded the project, put it there. That's all that you've done. You are building your portfolio. You are intentional. You are building your portfolio with it. And then I noticed that some of us have not even shared it on LinkedIn. They have not shared that they are learning. Please do that. This is very important. Are you getting it? So tag Data Science Nigeria. We have our hashtag AIFD2024. We have sent it to you via email, right? So tag us. Use those hashtags so that they know that you are learning with us. Are you getting it? You know you are learning here. And they know we give the best. Excellence is one of our what are called values. Understand? So please and please, after today's class, I want to see those people with that hashtag, take pictures, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and these are ones. Everybody online, can you hear me? So do that. It's very, very, very important. Very, very important. That's just a short animation. Let us just let's continue what we're doing. And that's model building. We are done with model building. We are done with model evaluation. So let me explain how model evaluation. Okay, so for a kind of learning that's first for nicely, that it's so simple. Okay, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it when we move to then the last one is what the prediction. Prediction means that you need to now introduce your new data sets and then predict. Can you confirm that you can hear me? Oh, the voice truly fluctuates. Okay. Henry, is it better now? Okay, good, good. Thank you very much. Okay. So now, I see many things. What I'm trying to do, and that's what I've explained. For example, as you can see in this case study, weather forecasting using machine learning, what forecast weather, what are the target features, what is the input data, that's the training data, what kind of problem are we facing, is it a binary classification, is it clustering, that is what that means about defining your objective and your problem. And this is the second stage I spoke about, that is the data gathering. Okay, and this is the third process, and that's the preparing your data, missing value, corrupted data, remove unnecessary data sets. Okay, exploratory data analysis. I want to know more about your data. I want to understand the patterns and trends in the data. Uh, and then machine learning process, which is that is step 5, building a machine learning model. At this stage, a predictive model is built by using machine learning algorithms such as linear regression, decision tree, etc. Okay, good. We are familiar with linear regression, right? Those of us that do mathematics now and statistics. Good. Do you have statisticians in the house? If you're a statistician, can you just drop a fire emoji? A statistician. Yeah, and mathematicians too. Yeah. Okay, so okay, we have statisticians here. Oh, okay, no problem. That's good. Good, good, good. So, and also with that, these statistics at any level, yeah, now we know linear regression. At any level, we know linear regression. So statisticians should not show us their okay. Yeah, their muscle. Okay, so this model of evaluation and optimization, the efficiency of the model is evaluated and any further improvements in the model are implemented. So we implement other, what's it now? Okay, good. So let's move on. This is where the prediction is made as the final stage, where you can now and then predict your outcome. So now I have types of machine learning. Okay, good. I'm checking time. I have 2 more minutes to go. So we have types of machine learning. We have the number one that's introduced to us is supervised learning. From the word supervised, what does it mean? Huh? Somebody's looking after it. That's just it. Yeah, don't misjudge. Don't see. I'm training you. Look at it. Remote, repeat after me. Remote. Repeat. Remote. What's this? So that's it's so simple. Like you are supervising, you have your actual, you have a data set. For example, the loan default. You already have those people that have defaulted before, and those that are paid, you have that data. I get it. So just like I'm not okay. I want to use a name that is not common. Oh, Labalu. Okay, very sure. I'm very sure nobody's saying Labalu. Okay, good. So Labalu, that's the name, right? Age 32. Are you getting it? On previous credit, is it a credit has it defaulted before? Yes, Labalu has well, yes. This uh, so our target, no, no, no. I think defaulted before is our target. Are you getting it? That's the label. Yes or no. So other prisoners can be like, which is a male, right? Labalu is male. The Labalu is also the salary earner. Okay, Labalubu lives in, huh? Is he only PhD here? Yes. So I get it. So we now have a target, which is as it defaulted your bank. For example, it's a bank now. So it's your bank data set that you're using. So as it defaulted your bank, four, yes. We now have another one, Mrs. Labalu. That's it. No. So you are showing machine. Look at this one. Labalu, age 32. Showing PhD here. Defaulted. He what? He defaulted. With all of this feature, he defaulted. Labalu, age, this, that, it did not default. Can you see? Now, when I introduce a new data set, based on the pattern he has learned from the one I gave, I getting it. And I've also showed him answer. So I can know that the people like this, they used to default. Oh. People like this, they used to default. I getting it. They have learned pattern. They have learned to know this is default, this is default. Okay, good. Because I showed him that there's a label. There's a label with data set. Then you understand. So that's supervised learning. You are supervised with the label data. But let's assume there is no label comes unsupervised. You understand? So let's look at this example on the screen. Look at it. So we have labeled our data. This is Tom, right? This is Tom. Tom. This is Tom. We label it Tom. When you see something like this, it is Tom. When you see it is Tom. When you see his thumb, when you see this is Jerry, when you see Jerry, whether facing up, facing down, or it is what? Jerry. Then we train, we clean, we train through our algorithm. EDA is exploratory data analysis. Algorithm, it enters the brain. Algorithm makes it look like brain because that's what the process is with. We evaluate our model and then gives us our what? Our labeled output. Oh, this is class Jenny and this is class. This machine and well, but gave us good prediction. That is supervised learning. Now, that another one is unsupervised. Now, the difference between this and this is that this there is no label. Can you see? Just show dog, just show them the image. You don't know whether you understand? You don't know whether it is Tom or it's Jerry. Children's school fees. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Rashid. So you don't know whether it's Tom and them, but you just look for the similarities. So this algorithm, we just look for similarities in those data. You now cluster them together. So this looks like this, looks like this. This looks like this. So they are similar. For example, now if I want to cluster everyone in this class now, so there are a lot of clusters I can get from us based on our similarities. I can decide to go by those that are putting on cap. Those that are putting on whether cap or covering, any covering, one side. Those that are not putting on covering, other side. Are you getting it? You can be like, okay, gender and cluster, oh, they look alike. So by gender, they are clustered. Their gender, they are clustered. They are clustered. Are you getting it? I can be like, those that are on system. Okay, everybody's on system. Those are on eyeglasses. Cluster them together, cluster them together. Things of similarities. Are you getting it? Okay, good. That's just what unsupervised learning just looks like. So we also have another one. It's called reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is a part of machine learning where an agent is put in an environment and it learns by rewards and punishments. So just like in the abroad, just allow them learn, just learn, oh God, it's very dangerous. You just put someone in an environment, don't be learning on your own. You make your mistakes on your own, get the consequences on your own. Person is not guided. The agent is not guided. So I'm just trying to bring it to real life. Imagine giving back to a baby, and that's not machine learning now. This is real life. And then exposing the baby to just the environment. Cannot predict what the baby can become. Because the baby can think he likes more, he wants to walk like a cat, or he wants to walk like a dog because maybe dogs are many there. Start barking like a dog, stop speaking like human. Because what have make the just go to the environment and just be there. Unlike supervised and then learn that we human most of the time we go to train children up who's not supervised. So the enforcement learning is that you're just allowed the agents, there's an agent. That's that. So for example, want an agent to be able to work perfectly. Yeah. It does not know the environment and it's just moving. Just moving. So it takes its steps, this and that. Punish. There's a reward system, there's a way you punish. When you don't give reward, if you don't give reward, then you are punished. I get it. So he knows that that step is not right. So we will not take that step. We take another step. Oh, because it's right. Give reward. So he knows that that step is right. And that is how an agent. That's our reinforcement. But what reinforcement? We are just what? Reinforcing the learning rewards and punishment. So any question before we continue the class? Okay. I'm just joining any attendance to fee. I'm just joining at level 32. Oh, you're not even registering. Your Zoom name is not correct. I there. You're joining level 32. You need to reinforce this learning. Okay, that's just the like that. Please do well to watch the recording. If you are just joining, okay, the attendance will be dropped so that I can. Okay, good. So let's move to the next slide. We are good to go, right? Are we good to go? Okay, so these are just the differences and between all of those learnings, types of machine learning that we have. Okay, let me just do. Okay, good. Okay, okay. So let me just give you like a few, like 1 minute to just look at this. Um, just learn it. Okay, by the definition, the differences, by the types of problem, types of data, training, approach, and then the popular algorithm. So these are the popular algorithms that I use. That's the last video there. Supervised learning, we can be linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine, KNN. So we have a lot of them that you can use. We also have a lot of other that are not mentioned there. Okay, that we are going to be starting from maybe Thursday, that we are going to be working on whether supervised or not supervised learning. Okay, because tomorrow we'll be learning about the libraries. Next tomorrow is going to be data preprocessing. So, okay, good. Why unsupervised, we have the K mean, the C mean, etc. Why for reinforcement, we have the SART, we have the Q learning. So now, so these are different problems that can be solved by machine learning and regression. Okay, regression problem. It can be supervised learning. The outputs can be supervised learning. So for regression, is supervised learning. So under supervised learning, we have regression and classification. So for classification, it is discrete. Are you getting it? Why for regression, it is what? Continuous. So what does continuous mean? What does this mean? Now, credit worthiness. There is credit worthiness and there is credit score. Credit score talks about how much can I give this person? Okay, this person is worthy. Or how much can I give this person that I will be able to pay back? The other one is continuous. It will be a number. You cannot just say yes or no. So yes or no is discrete. I getting it. They will win, they will not win. It is true. It is discrete. I getting it? Aha. They are categorical. Okay. Why for main aim is to forecast or predict. For classification, the main aim is to compute the category. While for clustering, not supervised, the main aim is to group similar items clusters, like what we've done before, what we look at what is similar. Yeah. And we have examples like predict stock market price. Stock market price is a regression tax. And then for classification, want to classify email as spam or not spam. So tax is a machine learning algorithm. But I will just see that but automatically some email will just go to spam. The model has been built that. So this kind of email who has repeated it, it looks like it's spam, number one. And they also retrain their model by what the type of mail reports as spam. I get it. Okay, good. And then for clustering, find all transactions which are fraudulent in nature. Want to find all transactions that are fraudulent in nature. Want to cluster them together. Fraudulent not fraudulent, but you don't know. But nature, it looks like a fraudulent transaction. So we are clustering them together and then yeah. Okay, good. So and then these are the algorithms came in for classification, logistic regression, while for regression, you have the linear regression. Who cannot see the screen? Hello, please confirm you can see the screen. You should be able to see it. Abib, can you please, maybe you should leave the call and join again. Screen is there. I can even see it from here. I can see it. I also have an evaluation side. I'm monitoring the screen from my side. So I know where you can see the screen, I know where you cannot see the screen. Okay, good. So, okay, good. So, let's move to the next slide. We have limitations of machine learning, and the one of it is the cost of dimensionality. Cost of dimensionality. What does cost of dimensionality? What does it mean? Okay, thank you very much, Abi. Can I see? So these are some limitations of machine learning or cost of dimensionality. Cost of dimensionality is simple and is different multi dimension. The complexity that multi-dimension gives a lot of features, what it brings into the model. And I've also mentioned part of it. When you have the same two features that look alike, they are the same thing, Mr. and Mrs. and gender, male and female. I get it. It makes it big, but at the same time, they are the same. Just like different features, but they are the same. So there are different solutions to it. So there's a solution whereby you can look for those that are similar and just turn it to one. They are linear, they look alike. Those features that look alike. So it's not compulsory, you have a lot of features. What I want is making sure that you select the important features, those features that are important in predicting. For example, now for the known defaults that we gave, out of all of those features, which one is the highest? I think is the highest. Now we are not using algorithm, we are not using any techniques. So which one do you think is the highest? Someone that has own NEPA bill, we own you. Just you like just keep it. You can use others to support. So that one, he owns NEPA bill. He owns Kenny, he has an issue of debt. Are you getting it? So because of that, that feature is more important than gender. Because we are even looking at gender as gender, how can we say that gender has an effect whether someone will pay or will not pay? Are you getting it? Gender may not have an effect. So if gender does not have an effect, you drop it. These are one of the techniques that we do. And in machine learning, building a model. When you look at these features are not important, you drop them so that they will not be worse. Oh, they look alike. Match them. Are you getting it? And that. Okay, good. So let me move to the next one. Deep learning. Why deep learning? Now, the reason for deep learning is because with deep learning, you can. Arowolo said, "Wow, I am so glad I joined. I have learned a lot already." Go and post that on your LinkedIn. Mention data science Nigeria. That's just take a picture of yourself and do that. You have learned a lot. That means you have actually learned. Putting it there. So when recruiters are recruiting, they will see that this person joined this class and he testified that he has learned. He has actually learned. Not because you are now looking for a job, you are now doing it, but you have done it naturally. And that's just it. So mention data science Nigeria and also hashtag us AI Everyday 2024. Very, very important. So everybody let us do the same. You are building your profile already. Okay, good. So deep learning, this is the conventional machine learning model. You have the input, you are the one that will extract the feature yourself. Are you getting it? And then you now input it, you build a model, and then you have an output. But for deep learning, you are going to extract the feature itself. Are you getting it? Extract the feature, for example, a car. You want to No, no, but another thing that you need to know is that it's not all tasks that you need deep learning for. I get it. It's not all tasks that you need to do deep learning when you are doing deep learning. No, it's not all tasks. There's some tasks that just need the SVM, that's all, XGBoost, all of those algorithms. So what you just need, good, good. You have your 99% accuracy or 95% accuracy. Are you getting it? Good. So that's just it. But deep learning for some tasks that it takes a lot of time for you to extract. So just use deep learning to do that. Learning what helps to what feature extraction very, very easy. Extract the feature, use for that to make it. That can also be a solution because if it extracts the feature, you extract the important one. It goes on and on and on like that. It's deep learning, a form of machine learning that uses a model of computing that's very much inspired by structure of the brain. Inspired by the structure of the brain. So let's understand that first. Let's understand what is the statisticians will understand this. So biological science in the house, please, your fire emoji. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, science, life scientists in the house, just your fire emoji. It's your time to shine. So your fire emoji. So tradition will not understand this, or else they are very good in biology, psychology, and medicine. So life scientists, let's see your fire emoji. You shine, good, that's good. Okay, good. So you have the dentries that receive signals. For example, the neuron. The whole is a neuron. Dentry receives signal from other neurons. Cell body, that's that is like the nucleus. Okay, that's this. Sums all the points, all the dentary sums it all, and exons transmit signals to other cells. So why does what the exon is used to transmit signals? So it comes in through the dentries, and then it goes out through the what? Lasers. And this also looks like this how the deep learning structure looks like. You have the input layer, the hidden layer, one, hidden layer two, and the output layer. So deep learning is a class of machine learning algorithm that uses multiple layers to progressively extract higher level features from the raw input. For example, in image processing, lower layers may identify edges, while higher layers may identify the concepts relevant to a human, such as digits or letter or face. So what makes it bigger difference is that what it has that capacity to extract features from data sets on its own. And it's also very, very, it's one of the techniques that we should master. Then some machine they need to do. And okay, good. So let's look at this. So now this is a process of deep learning for image recognition. So we have passed the high dimension data to the input layer. So this is the data, dimensional data to the input layer. This is the input layer. So from the input layer, so the output received from the input layer contains patterns which are extracted. So this input layer extracts a pattern, send it to the hidden layer. For example, for here patterns of local, what's this? Contrast, good. Patterns of local contrast was extracted. Now move to this layer, that's the layer one, where the face feature was extracted. Then move to the hidden layers, and then we now have our house. So output one will be fed, output will be fed to the hidden layer one, layer two will be we'll be able to form the entire base, and then the output layer performs the classification. So that's how it goes, and it goes. A lot of other details for deep learning that I don't know that we are going to be working on. Yes, and why the ASPIS classifies it. Okay, so we have popular application of artificial intelligence. That's the recommender system that people use using Amazon uses to recommend, or Netflix, you know, okay, recommendation system, Netflix, Amazon, uh, YouTube. Just notice that you are just on YouTube for 5 hours. Huh? Instagram, yeah, just recommend. Just notice that yesterday, I have 100. Because they are just like confirm, just confirm, you're just confirming them. Because what you record, send you are just sending friend request because we recommended. Okay, good. So this is for medical diagnosis. This one, they use the infant cry as a vital signal. So which let me read it very well. Okay, let me read it from here. So that platform uses, the cry of a baby to classify, to diagnose the baby. Yes. So it uses it to diagnose the identification of neurological and respiratory condition in infants using the cry sound. Yes, that's what it does. By the sound of the cry. We also have one that's retinal AI. Retinal AI can detect cataracts at any level by just taking the image. Yeah, that was it's actually good for our kind of environment where we don't have money to buy sophisticated machines. Just take the image and then the model classifies cataract. Also have a cancer, we have a lot of solutions like that. And mostly AI solutions. So and that's why we are here, so that we can build solutions like this. Now like we are here to solve problems. Problems are there so that we can solve. A problem cannot finish because every solution creates another problem. Are you getting it? Yes, every solution creates another problem. So it's our responsibility to identify this problem and solve. If it creates another problem, somebody else. I get it. Although we try as much as possible to make sure that our solutions are what ethical, they're responsible for the solution. Okay, good. So fraud detection, we also have one like that we also made from our organization here. It's called Nalai. Yeah, Nalai. We did it here. Yeah, Nalai. Okay, so this solution actually, all of those emails, all those emails that we use, come to this also place, come for interview. So, so now lie we able to classify that this one a lie. Okay, good. What's it called? You know that song now? You don't know what's it called. What's it called? What's it called? If your customer, CBN of Nigeria has blocked your ATM card due to your incomplete BVN registration, call our customer care to reactivate that response of government. Yeah, you need to repent. No, not just repent. Okay. This is serious. Okay, so now you have to identify those continents. Okay. So this is also for carbon, that's for loan, all of those credits. We also have for traffic. We are aware of Google Map and other traffic solutions. We know Lara now, Lara.ng. Do you know Lara.ng? I have known Lara for a while now. Lara.ng uses with Lara.ng you can hardly lose your way. You know the amounts to pay. The works usually in Lagos, you know the amounts to pay, you know where to drop. We are going to anywhere, just I'm going to Oshodi or pay to tells you the bus stop, the price of the Okada or the bus. You can just write Lara.ng and it's very interesting. So it's an interesting solution. So I'm saying, uh, thank you very much for the time. Thank you very much. So, those of you online, Lara has a lifesaver inside this program. Yes, it's Lara that is also free. It's free now. It's actually, I've used it before. It actually gives you. So we have come to the end of today's class, and thank you very much. Thanks everyone for listening, for being attentive. Please let's drop the attendance link. Okay, thank you very very much. I'm very grateful to have awesome people here. I said it when we started this class that the intentional with this section because we are raising those who will raise others. Yes, the cycle of benevolence, right? Yes. And I'm glad that we already have up to 150 persons on this call for this class that we are training as. AI evangelists. And we go to the noon and cranny was to make impact. And also to be solving our problem. Because we can only solve our problem ourselves. You understand our problem. You know where our shoe is failing us, and Yoruba saying like that. You know it. We are the one that knows how to solve our problem because we are the one that understand it. Why the Westerners cannot do it for us? That's why DSN is democratizing this knowledge. What does it mean to democratize? Want it to be available. We want it to be available everywhere. And then we are demystifying it. What does it mean to do that? We want it to be simple. I get it. We want to be simple. So that we can solve our problem. Someone should solve the power problem. Someone should solve the road, bad road problem. Maybe you should not even walk on the road again. Maybe there can be an AI that will just be taking us and will not be. You are just one. The maternity, the mortality rate is high. People are dying of food, and we are wasting food also. Spoilage. The climate is crying. It's becoming hot and hot every year. And because the ozone layer is depleted. Are you getting it? So there are a lot of problems that we need to solve. And we cannot just fold our hands. And that's why we are here, to making sure that we are equipped with the necessary skills. Not only for our pocket to be big, because our pocket is also big, but so that we can make impact. So we continue to know, and I've earlier introduced that my colleagues will be joining me in this class. Toby Loba and then Ewezu, they'll be taking the next sessions. I've just tried as much as possible to build a foundation. They'll be coming hands-on with the hands-on, taking us through all of this. And I've also mentioned earlier that you 80% assessment is compulsory. You need to submit your notes. You are not submitting any notes for today, unless you have created a Medium blog, maybe from what you have said so far. You can just create a Medium blog. That's also as your portfolio. What you have learned. Then post it, share with others, share with your friends. Go write a post on LinkedIn on what you have learned, share with others, share with your friends. It actually validates your learning too. So it's also very important to do that. And there are other events that we run at DSN. Very soon we start AI in every city. AI in every city. It has saved a lot of lives. A lot of lives have started their journey, and then now machine learning engineers for different things. and it runs in different cities. I'm very sure that by the time we are done with this class, some of us will apply as tutors, in a different community. As I want to, at Shomoli, I am there. Once I am there, people in Shomoli should know that, because I am in Niger State, although the name of my community is not known, but I am there. I will host a training there because I now know it. I can teach it. Oh, I am in this place, very far in Sokoto. I get it, but I'm part of this class. I'm going to pick up because I now know it. Because by the time we are done with this class, we'll be able to go the next generation. We need to tutor the AI innovation participants because it's actually just. So thank you very much. Once again, thank you for being attentive. See you tomorrow at the same time. And those of us that have been waiting for the Power BI class, Power BI class is also in form field section. Those of us that don't want to be writing Python, there's some problem with what in Power BI, the help you, the drag and drop solution. And I have my colleague here, Flora Oladipupo, who will be taking us through the step. I mean, a data analyst, a data visualizer, using Power BI, using dashboard. And after that section, there's also going to be a project participation. There's going to be a project that all the Power BI participants, data analytics with Power BI themselves, we also take as machine learning guys also works on hackathon. So thank you very much. Do enjoy the rest of the day. So we are starting the next session by 1 o'clock. So those for Python only, you can drop your call. See you, bye-bye. Please drop your fire emoji to show how excited you are. Your fire emoji, those online, your fire emoji to show how excited you are. Thank you. Okay, bye.
This session, which is the Microsoft Responsible AI Dashboard session, focused on awareness to drive inclusion, accountability, fairness, and responsiveness of AI models.
My expectation for this workshop basically is to learn, some of the best practices as regards, the AI system.
How to use AI, that's artificial intelligence, to strategize into what I do, which is data science.
If you're trying to deploy a system across, let's say, different geographies, then you don't just want to rely on historic data for a particular geography.
AI is now in our faces. It's something that we now use daily. So it means that even as a user, you have to be responsible.
I'm trying to start this my new journey with DSN. I'm hoping that I start on a very great level.
How you use AI also matters. Are you using the AI for what it's meant to be used for?